More, more, and more. More on top of more is always more. We're not dealing with people. We're not dealing with humans. You don't know it go already until them tell us that there's no more humans and prove to us that we are no humans. Something else are humans. Or something else or represent humanity other than us. So until then, sure, we are human, yeah. So I did since I do my thing there yesterday, my live podcast. Today I say I'm gonna drop it and say talk a little bit about man a man, man a man, right? But first, this I want something I did have for a long time, years me have it on my telescope. Some part of it out here out. But I'm tell you say same time, just like the truth, it no matter how far you go or how wide you go. The truth always gonna be the truth. There's gonna be like upgrade of the truth, right? But the truth is always gonna be the truth. Nobody can deny the truth. Well, them can deny the truth, but the truth is always gonna be the truth. So manners and respect. So just like anything good or positive, once it's written down, it's always gonna be there. You always can refer to it. I say a blue year, right? And it's memory with history. Our personal history, because people can just jumble it up everything and say, oh, everybody history. But your path to which part you there, you have to reflect on it, see how you come along, how you reach the spot where you reach, the struggles, the triumph, what the things them where you overcome, the people them will enter in your life, the people them will leave your life. You know what I say? You have to reflect. Cause some of the people them where me I grew up with, some of them pass off, right? So them people are still a part of your memory. Cause many people probably I'll forget about them, right? So me say me have this thing here for years and me always keep it and well as okay, me read it. So it's the rules of being human. And there's how much of them. Let me read them anyways. But this are one of the things when I say me always having on my mind. Okay, you'll receive a body, you may like it or hate it, but it will be yours for as long as you live. How you take care of it or fail to take care of it can make an enormous difference in the quality of your life. That is so true. Okay, you will learn lessons. You are enrolled in a full-time informal school called life. Each day you will be presented with opportunities to learn what you need to know. The lessons presented are often completely different from those you think you need. And that match I show you to learn. You can't say, well, me no want to learn this, me no want to learn that. Because sometimes useless information becomes vital information. You might think it not important, but somebody come along and say, what's 2 plus 2? And you say 4. And him say, boy, you know, long me I look for that answer there. You have the answer already in your head. It don't really mean nothing to you. But somebody come along, means a lot to them. As we continue, there are no mistakes. That's what I'm at. Yo, may I tell you that because my whole life, people, lessons I learn, people can't look upon them as mistake. I talk how me miss the plane, right? But me say from that, me learn so much. I learned so much from me. People look upon it as mistake, but it was a lesson. When me say me learned so much from that, day, sure, it was life's lesson. That was so. Make me read it. There are no mistakes, only lessons. Growth is a process of trial, error, and experimentation. You can learn as much from failure as you can from success, maybe more. I love that word, more. How do I love that word so much more? A lesson is repeated until it is learned. A lesson will be presented to you in various forms until you have learned it. When you have learned it as evidence by a change in your attitude and ultimately your behavior, then you can go on to the next lesson. So when I got through the 12 colors, I say, oh, impatient I was for, oh, hurry up, change, change, change. And it was like, wait a minute, fine print. Sometimes you're in a hurry if you go ahead, but you're not here. So that's one of the things for me. It's always key to bettering myself. That's why I'm say we are always in class. You see them things I talk about them things years and years. These are part of my repertoire. We're always in class because sometimes there's no teacher, right? So we are going to skip school. Uh, and look, there's so much there's so much details of some things. I say a school is just rooms. Without the student, there's no class, right? So guess what? You have to bring class to this room. So sometimes we say, oh, we look at things and how we perceive things. We just accept the box is not even there. All right. Lessons. Okay, learning lessons does not end. There's no stage of life that does not contain some lessons. Okay. Learning lessons does not end. There's no stage of life that does not contain some lessons. As long as you live, there will be something more. What the all them people are use up my word? There's always something more to learn. There is no better than here. When you're there has become a here. You will simply discover another there that will again look better than you're here. Don't be fooled by believing that the unattainable is better than what you have. So you can't give up the old car and say, boy, I'm going to buy a new car and you're not buy the new car yet. You have to go and use the little old poto until you save up a little money or whatever you do to put yourself together. And then you can move on to that. Okay. Others are merely mirrors of you. This is one of my favorite, right? Because I always say, I cannot hate people, right? First of all, if you hate somebody, you have to hate yourself because it balance. You have to have enough hate for yourself. You have to have enough hate for yourself. You can't just have the short hate so and you know have none for yourself. So this is one of the lessons I say from the paper you have it for years and years and years. I'm tell you say now it tattered up, but the words them still mean the same, right? Okay. Others are merely mirrors of you. You cannot love or hate something about another person unless it reflects something you love or hate about yourself. And sometimes It's not really say me call it hate, it's resentment. That's why I'm gonna say, okay, so you take all of the money, take everything else, the car, the dog, the puss, the rat, all the bathtub your teeth out. And you still have to box up the people them. So you have to hate yourself enough to box up the people them. But it's resentment, knowing say you take from them people, yeah, but them people can reproduce what you take. And you knowing say you have to come back, come teeth from them again. So it's always come down to how people feel about themselves and then feel about others. All right. I could do it again. Others are merely mirrors of you. You cannot love or hate something about another person unless it reflects something you love or hate about yourself. When tempted to criticize others, ask yourself why you feel so strongly. That's what I'm saying. It's not for me to sit down and say, okay, look on this a person. This a person, I'm going to run 10 minutes. Him could have run faster. Him could have. When this person already accomplished what they accomplish. Until I accomplish, then I can say, okay. And it's not about criticizing. A critic. What is a critic? A critic is a person who sits there and just take out the negative of what they're seeing or what they're talking about. So when they say positive criticism, why do they have to put positive in it? I'm gonna tell you people, but understanding, right? Because these things, when you criticize a person, if you're not helping them become better, you're being negative. You're taking away from them. So this is what I say. If you can help out a person, why talk about the situation? If you don't have nothing good for saying about the situation, why say it? Just to get your opinion out there. And me say it, just because you have an opinion, it doesn't mean that it needs to be said. It's not need. What's need? Necessary for you say it. So if it's not necessary, what you say it for? Most of the times I'm saying, because me listen a lot, and most of my life, when people talk, me laugh, because if people actually think about what they're saying, would they say it? I think not, because them saying it and not thinking about it, it doesn't make sense. So if it doesn't make sense, why just say it then? All right. Make we continue. Again, we can dig deeper into that, because them say words are powerful and words are also spell. And spell is not something good most of the time. Because them say them cast good spell, but most of the time spell is considered bad. Okay. What you make of your life is up to you. You have all the tools, resources you need. What you create with those tools and resources is up to you. Remember that through desire, goal setting, and unflagging effort, you can have anything you want. Persistence is the key to success. Now, that me say, anything what you do, it's not always gonna be just the way you want it. That's why I'm gonna say win, 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 and win. So you think about it, that's winning. If you have a thought, if you can create a thought for yourself, that's a winning position. Thinking for yourself. If you put it into action, you win, which means your thoughts you're acting on. Two wins. The end result is always a win. Whether you fail or you succeed, it's a win because then you can go and make an adjustment to whatever situation it is. And so it's win, win, and win. But always I look for that success within ourselves. So the thoughts what we create and act upon it, because me tell you, say, we can't think about impossibilities. We think about, well, we are not supposed to think about impossibilities. Supposed to think about possibilities. That's why I'm say it's so it's so important for we have balance from the beginning of the year. We balance each other and understand that, well, the most important thing is having balance. Mother balance, daughter balance, mother. Father balance, son balance, father. It's But first of all, you have to have balance in your mind. If you don't have balance in your mind, okay. For instance, okay, so I had this friend and they needed help, and them call me and they say, "Hey, I'm in a situation. Can you help me?" And trust me, if I can't help you and you ask me for help, I'm always willing to help as long as I can, right? So person started telling me about you wouldn't believe it. And she started her story and she started call different name and different name. Remember, me not around this person if you know all the people them I talk about and all of that stuff, you know. Them just start going at the detail and I tell me all of this. I'm say, look at it, listen, stop. First of all, you telling me about all of these people, you're making me unbalanced. Because first, I don't know these people. So you're telling me a story about people I don't know about. And I'm giving you balance by saying, okay, I'm taking you away from all of that unbalancedness. You're here. Forget all of those people and just relax with yourself. So sometimes people have so much people in their mind. I run up and down. When them say people are live rent free in their mind, that's what they mean. You spend so much time thinking about these people who have no progress, no positivity, no upliftment towards your path. And you have all of these people on your mind. And then you're going to take all of these unbalancedness and bring it to somebody else and unbalance them. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes people have issues, right? And instead of them dealing with it, they're going to bring it to you for you to deal with it. I don't know these people. So how am I going to deal with these people's situation? I only know you. And I am trying to say, okay, being around me, it's going to be okay. But being around me is not for you to be around me with a whole bunch of people I don't know. So it's confusion everywhere. So it's your mind. It's for you to create the balance at all times because everything is within you. Everything that you need is within you. So the last one. You will forget all this unless you consistently stay focused on the goals you have set for yourself. Everything you have just read won't mean a thing. And I'm tell you something, always remember this it's not a poem, it's just what it is, the rules for being human. I mean always have this and say you for us to be a certain way, this is how we have to be. So let's move on. So I say after I finish read that now, that's why I say man I go talk about the man a man thing. Because just like how everybody look on people, it's their hold on, people. Business scene. Okay, so one of the thing when I look on and say, man a man, man a man, a man a man. It's just everybody just have assumption say that's what it means. Meanwhile, when you look on a man, every man is different. Every man have a certain belief, but there's certain when I say criteria, but a certain way of living. Setting good example because when I say every man can say them a man, but some man take the title and don't represent it in a way say if it's not positive and uplifting, it doesn't mean anything to the growth of a person who's looking up to them, for example. So I'm gonna say if you represent yourself in a positive light, you're willing to teach, educate, bring more than just saying me I want man, me I want man. You say, all right, a man we abuse him wife, you can call him a man. Me just a ask, right? A man we rob a bank, can call him a man. If you can call him a man, why them a bank robber? And if we call a man who beat up him wife, or a man who make them have abuser. So some of the things them we will just look upon and say, give a title to a person. And the people them are represent it in the right way, them not get no. Them not get no love, them not get no response. So I say a man is a man in the eye of the person, a person's definition. Right? A person's definition of a man. Because when you say man, you you need to always expand upon that. A good man, a bad man. So one of the conversation that I have is okay, all right, so when I keep on switching the titles to everything and give you know, wrong ideas of, it's just the label them just wrong to everything with the people them. Cause for instance, we keep on having the conversation. If me not do nothing wrong, okay, if I do something wrong, am I sinning? If me do something wrong, is it a sin or am I doing something wrong? And everything where you do wrong, is it a sin? What's the difference between sin and something wrong? All of them things are I think about and ask. Because most of the time we just have the idea, but the idea that we have is not really what we're living or what we're seeing. Many times, because even for instance, law, man can make a change law on all of them to fix the issues, but they don't. And simply man-made law. So man-made law can be rearranged to fix things. Let them say you have to vote upon it. You need to take it to this house, and then you have to take it to that house, and eventually you have to bring it to the castle. And then when you take it to the castle now, they have to decide on this. So all of them things that's titled this and titled that, me not understand. You can't, well, you can't say a man rob you. You have to say a thief rob you. Right? It's we are just talk, and then we have to always pick out the sense out of the nonsense. And say, yeah man, it just about right. Just for the fun of it. Because if a man do certain things, what them say, boyish, is he a man? I tell you say it's sometimes I tell you how confusing them make things. But because life is a journey and an adventure, many times me along the journey, I always explore different avenues of thinking. Because me tell you say I love the fact that we have thoughts, and thoughts can be so random. Meanwhile, you have like 30, 40 people have the same way of thinking. And then you have some people, oh, 10 brothers, 10 different minds. So when you're supposed to be an individual, you say you're individual, but when you say you're a group, then you say, you see, it's sometimes just how this, I don't know what they call it, the simulation is presented to us. Either the Bible or the simulation is presented to us. You have to see through two, like those two lenses only, not a free mind lens. Because the Bible, them have so much man do bad things. How you know say like them people they not get emulated to the society again. Part of the the Bible mentality. Because the Bible, all man is define. It's not, you know, have no one definition of man. It's just good man, bad man, you know, criminals, all of them things there. But there's more than just man. There's more than just man to the title. That's why I say no, it's different because when it comes to responsibility, man usually always have a certain responsibility. Nowadays it's I don't know. I don't know what I want. Things just change up all kind of way. Okay, fine. So if me I say me I want man, me I say me I want good man. Because I could have been a bad man, but I don't want to be a bad man. And you don't know there's only two choices, good or bad man. Well, I just when them say it's the content make you who you are, and that's why then because it or the people the man them move, you know you're no man a beat them chest and I tell you them article. Because the article man is just an article man. It has to be proven now, say you are this way or are that way. And that cause the confusion. Because them can go and say what them a say. But if them not do what them a say, I say, wait a minute. You're not supposed to. Just like that. Just like that. People, me just I say, more some more time, me have some thoughts and things, me just want talk about them. So if you step on or any one of my things, them on everybody have them point of view. Again, when we talk about certain things, is not no set in a concrete or stone. Because there's too much opinion out there and them all vary. So later on down, you know, maybe we can jump on and we can do like a part two, a man, and we can pull up all this a file and go through it and then dissect it and say, okay, because when we create our own content, it's ours. We do what we want to do with it. Right? AI, you don't know, say AI all is in the front ground. And that's the good thing, you know, at least I'm not up on the journey by myself, kind of thing. So in a my box of memories, me find out some pictures with me and my video camera. I definitely I love to blow them up. And I say, yeah man, the things that I do because all you see, nowadays, like the very fact say you can't tape record a person and bring it to court. That's one of the things that I say about video camera before cell phone come out with all of them things, right? I'm gonna tell you, say, me not understand how you can't tape record somebody. If somebody I confess say them a go box you up, or you can't tape record it and bring it to court. All of them things them me tell you, some I go through because in some situation, me, me tape record situation that I'm in, not other people. It's just me and the people them who is doing I do wrong. And that's my proof. And I'm gonna tell you, say you can't use the proof for you have. But many things where them say you can't do before man make things, it always end up being, you know, struck down or something like that. Because nowadays they can't stop you from videotape. People all have videotape things that don't have videotape. When I did have my videotape, it was for situation what them say. Nowadays them say you can't make it up. But then it was even if you make it up, nobody wouldn't believe. So those that them times that was my video camera for. Cause me tell you something, I got through the box and the amount of information and the stuff them I got through. Again, there's enough document when I document myself from them details of everything. I'm tell you say I was always into details. Yes, I am a menus, all of the menus and stuff them on my work on all of them stuff, so I have them stuff there. Now it's like for me to just organize them, put them in a box, and I can just pull up this file and pull up that file and say, okay, we can talk about this. This was the date, this was the that. I have all of them the things there. Because if I get injured, it's like a big chunk of my life get take out. But that's for another day. This is about man a man, man a man, man a man. Because every man say them a man. Them are the man. And some man a monster. Real monster. So people, I have to cut that one a short because you have to deal with business. Always more to come, people. You know the rules. Just like and share and subscribe. And pretty soon I'm gonna say, oh, no can go buy a t-shirt. Yeah, man say. Once that's up and running, so no can support the thing. Buy a sauce, buy a t-shirt. More.